Hello and welcome to our, let's see, the fifth episode? Chapter 4? Fifth? I don't know. It's chapter 4 of our walkthrough of Final Fantasy I, the original Nintendo, the original JRPG that brought Final Fantasy to us, the Square Enix Swan song that basically became a phoenix. And so we're going through this classic game, and right now we have got the Mystic Key, we have gotten the dwarves, their TNT, we just went through the canal that they built for us, and we're going to Melmund. This is the site of earth rot, so yeah, that's nice, right? Isn't that chummy? Alright, so when you get here, go ahead and just talk to everybody in the town, and you're going to learn a little bit about what is going on. And you'll find quite a few townsfolk compared to other places we've been so far. So, a lot of people to talk to. He's just a farmer, though. And when we get done talking to everybody, I'll go around to the shops and show you what's available there. Fair warning stuff in Melmund, pretty expensive. So this is a good habit to get into when you're playing Final Fantasy, or well, any RPG for that matter, but I know in Final Fantasy, just talk to everybody, examine everything, talk to everybody, because sometimes you need that one person to trigger something later in the game, and you don't know it unless you talk to everyone, and you can learn, good information. Okay, so what it appears to be going on here is the town has been attacked by a vampire. So we're going to have to deal with that. And it looks like there's the earth rot. So the earth fiend is nearby. We're going to have to stop him and relight the earth orb. Along with that is a sage that might be able to help us. So, we need to find the sage, talk to him, perhaps kill a vampire, and, well, the first thing we're going to do is go around to all of these shops and show you what they have available here. So we do have an inn, but if you notice, there is no item shop and there is no clinic. So if you die, you will have to have either the life spell or you'll have to go all the way back to Elfland or Canaria. So here we go. There's our level 5 spells, and as you can see, they're pretty expensive. There's some good ones there, but they are pretty expensive. About 30k each. Same thing with the black magic spells here. You got Fire 3 and Warp. That's one that you really need to have. But once again, 30,000 apiece. So pretty steep. Now this shop is the weapon shop, and I really don't even think there's anything worth picking up here. Because of what we've looted at the Dwarven caves and stuff, I really don't think any of this stuff is going to be better than what you're already using. So I wouldn't even worry about the weapon shop. Okay, so now we can go try to find this cave that we need to go through to get to the sage, and maybe we'll run into this titan that we were told about. And of course, we got a few little random shadows here I'm gonna have to deal with. And now we got some ghouls, yeah, and Geist and ghouls. So when you leave Melmund, you just basically go straight west and then south, and then you'll see the cave right down here on in the southwest. So go ahead and go in here, and there is the Titan. He is not gonna want you to come through here. Yep. So, this is the guy that really likes rubies. And if you notice, the guy in the town, he said rubies and it was capitalized, which means it's probably a quest item. So the ruby can be found when you take out the vampire who is in the Earth Cave, I believe on the 3rd level. Don't quote me, but I think it's on the 3rd level of the Earth Cave. So what we're going to do now is go ahead. We have had a few fights, so let's go back to the town. We'll rest in the inn, and then we'll go down to the Earth Cave, and I will show you where you're going to be leveling up until you're big and bad enough to take on this vampire. And on our way, we'll kill a few ogres, you know, because they're still alright money. But I'm going to show you a place where you get even better money. So when you leave here, if you haven't already, you might want to, you know, buy some houses, some cabins, stuff like that. And basically, I went the wrong way there. So what you're going to do is go west and south. Then the first chance you get to go south, that's what you're going to do. And the Earth Cave is kind of in the southeast. Okay, this is the Earth Cave. What you're going to do is go west. You can either go from the top side here or the bottom, doesn't matter. And you're going to come to what is called the Hall of Giants. So here you go. Now you're in the Hall of Giants, and basically in this little area, every step you take, you're going to run into a giant. At least one. Sometimes 2, 3. A lot of times they're going to be accompanied with these iguanas. The iguanas can actually be a real pain in the ass, so you want to make sure you take those out. They're just as dangerous as the giants. But the important thing about the giants is, you know, if you kill 2 of them, it's like 1,700 gold and a big chunk of experience. So this is where you are going to be leveling up. And it's also going to be where you're getting all of the gold for all those really pricey spells and some of that pricey armor. So go ahead, take your time, gear up here, build up here. You need to be, I think, at a minimum, probably level 13 to take on the vampire. But, you know, being overpowered is a wonderful thing. So if you have the time, do the grind. You know, put the time in, and you really whoop him. I think I'm probably going to hang out here till I'm at least, I don't know, 16, 17, maybe even 18, you know, my level. And that, my friends, is essentially it. And so next time we'll be back with chapter 4, episode 2. Alright, till next time, everybody, take care and have fun with Final Fantasy.